I was talking to my dentist about investments. Like, he was talking about moving his practice, expanding, and he was proud of it. And he was like, dude, but like I spent all of my time here, myself, the what do they call dental assistants? Like they're all there. They're one big happy family, and he makes a lot of money, but he spends all of his time there. And I was like, you got to get your investments right, man. What do you invest in? Do you invest in real estate? So he was like, no, not really. His exposure to investments in real estate was a single family house. So when I was talking to him, I was telling him what we do at Bell Capital and stuff like that. He was like, "Man, like why doesn't my advisor, my planners, my financial advisors talk to me about that?" And I was like, "Dude, they can't. Your wealth planner and your financial advisors cannot talk to you about investments in real estate that doesn't have to do with their own financial product that they actually sell as a service. They're not going to tell you that. It's actually called selling away. So like if you're like your financial advisor can't go, hey, you should invest money with Vic. They're not going to do that. They get in trouble for that. They can lose their license. It's legitimately called selling away. Look it up. And when he and I were talking, I was like, so what you're looking for you is number one thing, your focus should really be on expanding your practice like you just did. You should go from one practice to five to 10 and get more doctors in here, more dental assistants and all these other places and run your system. And then the revenues you make from that, all of your additional money outside of scaling should go invested in real estate passively, right? You should invest in deals like me. Like, for example, like this is a deal we looked at. This is here, California. It's in Chula Vista. Great property, new asset. Like if you were a dentist or a doctor and you had money sitting in an account or you're playing the stock market or whatever, you have somebody else managing their money. If you look at this deal like it was a bank, this is 300 units, Class A property, Class A location. It's cash flowing from day one. And you were to take some of your money and you were to roll that money into this deal with us, like in our real estate fund, right? That money would be now it's not in the stock market. It's not in a mutual fund. It's not sitting in some retire like life insurance policy, and you're hoping to borrow against it at some point, praying you don't die. Like this thing is going to constantly spit out money for you and your family, and it's protected by a real asset that is now not tethered to your business, is not tethered to you working for it. It's working for you while you grow and you scale your company. So when I was telling him about that, he was like, dude, like I know that because I mean, these guys are super smart. Like they're not smart, but they're smart at being a dentist. They're smart at yanking out teeth. If you're a chiropractor, you're smart on pushing backs or giving massages. If you do colonoscopies or whatever, you're used to, you know, pulling out whatever and doing colonoscopy. Like that's your skill, but you aren't, not everybody's skilled in investments. So when I was talking to him, I was like, look, when you're going to make an investment in a deals like we look at for our real estate investment fund, like deals like this, right? Like, look at that deal. That's a beautiful piece of property, right? Beautiful piece of property. So I don't have to guess really hard of what that is. There's an address. I can look it up. There's records. It's owned by an institution, so it's managed well. There's third party management. Like there's not a lot of guesswork in that level of investments. But here's what you are looking for. If you're going to move your money, number one thing you're looking for, I was telling him this, I talk about this all the time. You want to protect your cash. So if you have money sitting, dying in a savings account, a bank account, a retirement account that you're 40 years old and you're going to retire at 65, 75, 67, whatever, and they keep moving that age up. You don't need that money sitting doing nothing for you right now. You need that money at play. And it needs to be in something that one, you're not going to lose it, which is why we talk about capital preservation. Preserve your capital, right? So number two, you want to be in a situation where it's your money is getting passive income. Like this deal produces passive income every month, first through the fifth. Those people pay. Property manager, professional management goes in, collects that stuff. It's documented, it's accounted for, and those people that pay there are also paying for the expenses of operations of that property. He pays for the taxes, insurance, trash, valet parking. He pays for everything, insurance, all of it. Like what's left over pays the debt, and what's left over from after the debt goes out to the investors. That's how that works. So your passive income, meaning you didn't have to work for it, is being made by someone else. It's like investing into another operating business, which is what I was telling the dentist. So aside from protecting your capital, it does because it's real. Aside from kicking out passive income on the money that you invested in it, that's happening like clockwork, whether you want to do it or not, because it's housing.